Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I may not always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make some informed decisions. And I'm going to make some really strong predictions in this video, and I'm really curious what you guys think. And I believe I'm about probably 65% or 75% that I am absolutely right. Because if you knew my background and how I think, it just makes sense. Now, I'm going to walk you down a path that you're probably not thinking about, but you need to understand it and you need to think about it. Even if I'm wrong, it will help you make some good decisions about what to do between now and, say, the first of the year. Now, my first prediction is the bottom is in. The bottom is in the stock market. The bottom is in crypto for now. It's in until something breaks. Now, hear me out because this is all going to make sense. Now, this is not political, but we have to talk about our current administration. Now, follow along with me. The current administration, they control everything in the White House, and we have the midterm elections coming in less than 30 days. Now, right now, there's nothing positive for them to run on. They're trying to say that we have a great job market, but anyone that digs into the job market knows that all the major corporations are laying people off, and the jobs out there are not good jobs that you can raise a family with for the most part. But look where we're at. The stock market has just made the worst start in history, and I believe September was the worst September in, I think, 20 years. Now, they can't go into the midterms with that. Now, here's my thought process. Now, this is strictly on the side of the Democrats, but we know that they will do anything to retain their power. Again, not being political. But tell me this doesn't make sense. Okay, the Fed has raised rates higher and faster than any other time in history. And from my understanding, it's the first time in history that we have ever raised rates into a recession. You know, when the economy goes down, you normally lower rates. But what was the rush? Look how fast and how hard he went up. The market, fell just under 40 points, like 37, 38 points. The stock market, we saw what happened in crypto. Now follow me. We got 30 days left. Everything seems to somewhat stabilized. Now, so we already know that the White House got gas down so that people aren't screaming. Now, the way they did that is by, using our reserves, which we're going to have to fill at a later date, and it is going to send gas way up even further. But they don't care. They care about the here and now. So they got that going into the midterm. They can say, hey, we've lowered gas. Now, follow me. Now, if the next session with the Fed, if they only raise rates, let's say 25%, or they don't raise rates at all, if they just pause, and then we get a number out that says inflation is, let's just say, 8%, well, that means that they can go into this midterm with gas prices better, and then inflation is going down, right? But check this out, guys. If he does that, I'm almost positive the stock market will rally toward its all-time high, if not take it out. Now that will be very, very short-lived, but it could easily happen, guys. So think about that. They don't care about me and you, and quite frankly, they'll deal with whatever happens in the economy. They only care about the election. So it makes sense that between now and the midterms, that I'm not going to say he's going to pivot, but he could say something that just lets him slow down, that sends the stock market absolutely going to the moon short term. Now, again, the bottom is in my opinion, until something breaks. And guys, something is going to break before Biden gets out of office. It has to happen. We've done too much damage. No matter what it looks like now, there's not going to be a soft landing. And that's where I stand. Now, let's look at Bitcoin. I mean, it's been bouncing around for what, 3 months now? Down around, 20,000, give or take, a little below, a little above. I think the bottom's in. Now, check this out, because this is hugely important. The DYX is the dollar index. It's making historical highs, and it's really doing it fast. But guys, if you take a look at this, it's making historical highs and it's doing it fast. But look, it started to pull back, but now look. Well, guys, here's the thing. If you understand how that works, if the dollar is getting stronger, it seems like it would be a good thing, and technically it is. However, the flip side of that is it's bad for the rest of the world. So as the dollar gets stronger, the global economy is just, going into a free for all. So we're going to have to do something to balance that. They're not going to want it to go up, and it may test this high, but if it breaks that high right there and gets up in here, they're going to figure out how to pull it back at least a little bit. And it's a good chance that it gets into a free for all once something breaks, like what I was talking about. And then that will be very, very positive for Bitcoin, and the rest of the crypto market follows Bitcoin, as we know. So anyway, guys, I know that's kind of a rant. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Hopefully it made sense what I'm saying, but I truly believe that the bottom is in until something breaks, and guys, something is going to break. Now, one other point that they can say after the election, because I truly believe that they're going to lose the House and the Senate. Again, not being political, but let's think about it. If they go into the midterms, follow me because this is really important. They go into the midterms and gas is down, no matter why it's down. They're going to still claim the job market's up, which we know the truth, but they can claim it. They're going to say that inflation is still up, but they're getting a control on it. And now they're going to say that the market is turned around, and look at the stock market. Now, when it crashes and something breaks, you know what they're going to say going into the next presidential election? They're going to say, look how good Biden was doing, and he had it going, but we lost the Senate, and we lost Congress and the Senate, and his hands were tied. And that's going to be their game plan going forward for the next 2 years. I could be wrong, guys, but that's how I see it. In my opinion, if you decide to get into this market, and this is not financial advice, and see if you can't get a leg up or two, it doesn't matter to me what anyone says, what your charts say, or whatever. This market is not going to be able to sustain a hard rally in any asset until we do get a Fed pivot and they cut on that printing press again. But I don't think they're going to do that until something breaks. Now, I don't know what's going to break. It could be something in the American economy. We've already got two banks been in the news, how they might collapse. We might have another Lehman and Bear Stearns, which, by the way, I used to work for Bear Stearns. Uh, so, or it may just be an invasion. It could be something to do with, Russia. It could be China and their invasion that they're obviously thinking about. But I don't know what it is, guys. But I'm telling you, something's going to break before Biden gets out of office. In my opinion, you have to be crazy to think that we can sustain any kind of pump. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Mash that notification. And either way, guys, hit that like button.